Hey, what up, guys? We back to answer a crazy question on um the GIT tract, and the students in this exam were asked to describe the mechanism of what HCL secretion and factors that affect HCL secretions. Okay, so without wasting time, guys, I would like us to proceed on this mechanism of HCL secretion. We all might. Okay, so this is just a diagram showing the secretion of HCL. You can see that this is a hydrogen and this is a HCl, that this is Cl, that's the chlorine that we are talking about. A whole mechanism for the secretion of HCl. I hope you guys are following as we break this down one by piece. All right. Now we see that the parietal cells secrete what HCl of pH 6.3. The secretory cell have intracellular structure called what? The cannaliculi, and also as well as the microvilli are their apices. Inside we have the cannaliculi, outside we have the microvilli. Alright, now the HCl are formed in the microvilli and conducted to the cannaliculi into the exterior. Okay, I hope you are following. Um, this is exchanged, okay? Since the canaliculi are the inside ones, the HCl is formed on the inside and transported to the outside as a microvilli. Okay, so guys, you take that correction down. You see various series of reactions that I wouldn't like to bore you guys with it. And you can see that the result is what secretion of gastric acid. That's a HCl. All right, we'll get to talk about all these reactions, but I would like to bore you guys before we talk about them. All right, now this involves what enormous expenditure of energy, so that the cell contains abundant mitochondria. The energy generated is gotten from glucose metabolism. All right. Um, Soon we start posting videos on biochemistry on our YouTube channel, and I hope you guys will be game with that. All right. So now, the basic process of acid secretion. All right. Having spoken about how this is done, now let's talk about the process of acid secretion. Now, first of all, chlorine is actively transported from the cytoplasm of the parietal cell into the lumen of the canaliculi. Okay, that's why I told you that the acid is formed on the inside and transported outside. Now, chlorine is actively transported from the cytoplasm into the lumen, right? Sodium too is actively transported from the canaliculi into the parietal cell cytoplasm. Okay, there's an exchange of sodium and chlorine. Now, these two effects generate a negative potential of about what? Minus 40 to minus 70 in the canaliculi. This causes the efflux of sodium and potassium from the cytoplasm of the parietal cells into the canaliculi. Okay, there's an efflux of sodium and potassium from the cytoplasm of the parietal cell into the canaliculi. Okay, first of all, there's a transport of chlorine from the parietal to the canaliculi. Right, I hope you guys are following up. Now, this is what let's try to talk about what we are saying. The transport of Cl from the cytoplasm to the canaliculi. Right. Okay. From cytoplasm into the lumen. Okay, sorry. All right. So there's a transport of Cl from the canaliculi into the cytoplasm. Sorry. The transport of from the cytoplasm into the lumen. Okay. Hope you guys are following up. Now, there's a transport of sodium from the canaliculi into the transport of chlorine into the lumen, while there's transport of sodium outside the lumen. Okay, I hope you guys are following up. Now, you see that sodium and potassium are the ones that are transported outside. Okay, this is there's a counter transport of sodium and potassium. Okay, it's counter transport of sodium and potassium. Hope you guys have followed. Cl from the cytoplasm into the lumen, sodium from the lumen outside the cytoplasm. Now, water dissociates into what? Water dissociates into um hydrogen and the what? And the OH in the cell cytoplasm. Okay. All right. So since water dissociates into the hydrogen and the OH, and we say that hydrogen is actively secreted in the canaliculi in exchange for what? Potassium using a HK at ATPase, which is magnesium dependent. Okay. Now next, sodium is absorbed by a separate pump. Right, that's the Na pump. Okay. Now this is the HK. This is the HK transport that we are talking about. All right. Whereas hydrogen is transported outside into the cytoplasm, and potassium is transported into the lumen. Okay. Now note, Cl from the ECF enters the cell to replace the one that's left by what? Active transport. Okay. Now you see that when there's a secretion of hydrogen and there's a secretion of Cl, you should know that that's your HCl already. Okay. Now we see that water molecules leave the cell into the cannaliculi as sodium and potassium efflux the cell. Okay. This HCl is formed in the cannaliculi, not in the lumen. All right. Now this is where the HCl, the Cl and the H, they combine to form the HCl. Right. We are following up. Now we say that CO2 from the cell, that's from the parietal, or from the blood combines with what? H2O in the cell to form carbonic acid. Okay. You could see CO2. Bro, enter. CO2, CO2 and H2O, they are combining to form carbonic acid. CO2 and the HCl, they combine to form the carbonic acid that we are talking about. And the carbonic acid is converted into the H and the HCO3 minus. Okay, hope this is clear enough. Okay, now the HCO3 leaves the cell for itself in exchange for Cl. Okay, and this is just another video showing the production of HCl. All right. Now because HCO3 efflux the blood and urine. Okay, because of the HCO3 efflux, the blood and urine is usually what? Alkaline. So immediately after meals, this is called what? Postprandial alkaline tide. Okay. Then how about the H? We say that the H is actively excreted into the canaliculi in exchange for K. Alright? The H is exchanged into the canaliculi in exchange for both now. The H is exchanged. Okay, the H is exchanged for potassium. Okay, the H is exchanged for potassium. All right, and this is where the HK pump comes in. All right, and this is what magnesium dependent. Okay, so with these guys, we have come to the end of our video on the secretion of HCl in the gastric system. If you didn't understand, you just try to watch over and over again, and see you guys in the next tutorial. Bye for now.